Some accidents don't just injure your body. They take your memory, your identity, and most dangerously, your ability to know who you can trust. For Lara, life restarted one morning when she opened her eyes in a hospital room. But this beginning wasn't the gift she thought it was. It was the first line of a dark riddle waiting to be solved. Awakening. When she looked at the white ceiling, the first thing she felt was emptiness, not only in her memory, but deep in her soul. Doctors circled around her, saying, "You're lucky after such a severe accident." But luck meant nothing to Lara because she didn't even know who she was. "Lara, it's me, Mark, your husband." The man standing by her side was immaculately dressed, anxious but controlled. His eyes seemed sincere, his voice soft. Yet Lara felt no spark of recognition inside. Mark held her hand. "Don't worry, love. Everything will be fine. I'll help you." Doctors diagnosed her with traumatic memory loss. "It will take time, but some memories may return," they said. Mark was always there, bringing flowers, telling sweet stories, making plans for the future. Lara tried to trust him. After all, what choice did she have? Coming home. When she left the hospital, Mark brought her to a large, luxurious house. The living room walls were covered in photos, a smiling couple, exotic vacations, elegant parties. She was in every picture, but remembered none of it. "This is our home," Mark said, as Lara stared at the surroundings with strange eyes. "This is your favorite bedroom," he added, upstairs. The room was beautiful, but Lara felt cold in it. In the closet hung expensive dresses, jewelry, perfumes. "You've always loved dressing elegantly," Mark said. But when Lara slipped into a silky dress, it felt like a costume. Day by day, Mark was reshaping her life. "You drank your coffee this way. You loved this music. We met at this restaurant," he would insist. But nothing felt right. The coffee was bitter, the music grated on her ears, the favorite meals made her nauseous. First doubts. When Lara asked to meet her friends, Mark brushed it off. "We fell out with them. They hurt you." Her phone had no old messages or photos. "We cleared everything after the accident, so you wouldn't get upset," he explained. At night, she began having strange dreams. A dark room, voices shouting, small hands reaching for her, followed by a terrible crash. When she told Mark, he dismissed it. "It's just trauma, not real." But Lara's unease grew. One morning, after Mark left for work, she searched the house. In the basement, hidden among old belongings, she found a brown notebook. On the cover, in her own handwriting, Lara's diary. Her hands trembled as she turned the pages. The diary's secret. The first pages seemed normal. "Met with Mark, so romantic." But further on, the tone shifted. "Mark got angry today, checked my phone. He doesn't let me see my friends. I'm scared, so scared." The final entry froze her blood. "I need to run away. Take Emma with me. Mark is getting more dangerous. He might kill me. He might hurt Emma. I must protect Emma." Emma? Who was Emma? Mark had never mentioned anyone named Emma. The diary, written in her own hand, didn't match Mark's story of a happy marriage. Searching online. That evening, Mark came home late. Lara wanted to ask about the diary, but something told her to stay quiet. Instead, she opened Mark's laptop and searched her own name online. The headline made her heart race. "Young mother and 4-year-old daughter missing in Brooklyn." The photo was of her. The date was 3 months before the accident. The article shattered Mark's candle. Lara Williams and her 4-year-old daughter Emma had been missing for 3 months. In the story, Mark claimed his wife and daughter had disappeared and that he was worried. But it couldn't be true. He said they were happily married. And who was Emma? Memories return. That night, her dreams became clearer. A little girl in a pink dress shouting, "Mommy!" her own arms lifting the girl, whispering, "Don't be afraid, Emma. Mommy will protect you." Then, struggling at a car, Mark's voice behind them, "Where do you think you're going?" A fight, hands on the steering wheel, a crash. Lara woke drenched in sweat. This wasn't a dream. It was a memory. Emma was her daughter, and that night, while fleeing, the accident had happened. The next day, she searched the house again. Behind a hidden drawer in the bedroom closet, she found a pink hair clip, a child's photo, and a handmade card reading, "Mommy is my hero." In the photo, a curly-haired, wide-eyed girl smiled. "Emma." Beneath, written in childish scrawl, "Emma Williams, age 4. Before the confrontation, Lara now knew the truth. But what could she do? Mark was powerful, persuasive. Who would believe her? A traumatized woman with memory loss? She contacted a lawyer. Susan Matthews listened gravely. These are serious accusations, but proving them will be hard. A diary and some belongings aren't much. She went to the police. Detective Rodriguez sighed. "What you say is troubling, but Mark Williams is a respected businessman. Are you sure these are real memories?" No one believed her. But Lara wouldn't give up. Emma's life was at stake. The final confrontation. That evening, when Mark returned, Lara was ready. "I know who you really are," she said calmly, "and I know where Emma is." Mark's face shifted. His mask slipped. "What do you think you know?" he growled. "You controlled me, trapped me for years. The night we tried to escape, you caused the crash. And now you're using my memory loss to manipulate me." Mark laughed coldly. "Prove it. Who would believe the ramblings of a confused woman?" "Where is Emma, Mark?" "She's safe. With me, not with a crazy mother like you." That was the confession Lara needed. She had been secretly recording. Justice. With the recording, police took action. Emma was found at Mark's sister's house. Since age 3, she had been told her mother was dead. The court case dragged on for months. Mark fought back hard, his lawyers claiming Lara's trauma made her unreliable. But the diary, the recording, Emma's condition, and expert testimony turned the case. Mark Williams was sentenced to 15 years in prison for assault, child abduction, psychological abuse, and coercion. Bittersweet ending. Lara had won, but the real battle had just begun. The moment she saw Emma, her heart broke. The little girl looked at her with unfamiliar eyes. "I don't know you," she said. "Daddy told me Mommy died. Who are you?" Mark hadn't just stolen Lara's memory, he had poisoned Emma's too. Through tears, Lara knelt. "I'm your mommy, Emma. I love you so much. I never left you." But Emma pulled away. "You're lying. My mommy is dead." Lara realized then, regaining her memory was the easy part. Winning her daughter's love back might take years. Because Mark hadn't only stolen her past, he had stolen Emma's too. The healing had begun, but the hardest part remained, proving to her own child that she was her mother.